ACC was an option. It was like Big Ten and ACC are not an option because we're academically we're just not going to get in those two. And it was like Kentucky's going to block the SEC move because there was the rumors,
right?
And I was like, God forbid we get thrown. I mean, and I kept asking people, I'm like, y'all want to go to the SEC West? Okay. It was like the Big 12 is the perfect option. Because I mean, I hated to admit it, but I was like, if we had put the SEC West, it's like, well, just cancel football. Like, what are we going to do there? I mean, you know, like I said, on a week to week. I mean, look, yeah, sure, Louisville could.
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
where we're at,
macro. Yeah,
I could beat one of those guys. I don't want to play them every week, you know. So I was like, God bless. So I was like, the Big 12 is the only option.
We died.
Yeah,
we died.
Like, we're done,
and we were going to be relegated to being in crappy conferences for the next 20 years.
Yeah. I mean, I always thought eventually Louisville would get picked up because I knew Louisville was.
We were always going to be the best of the outside.
One.
Yeah, out of outside conferences. We were always going to be right at the door.
But you thought, you know, if ACC moves, UConn's ahead of us, you know, different ones. That's why I'm like, y'all can kiss my, you know what, if you're like, Tom Jurich did, he was me. Yeah. Tom said I was mean.
We died that day.
Yeah,
Steve.
well, I'm like, well, just kiss my bare white rear end because that dude got us in the ACC.
Right. So here's the thing. My point to that is nobody has any
flicked you on the forehead. Sorry.
Nobody cared.
Hey, come here.
About Cincinnati.
No.
Ever again.
Nope.
Nobody cared about Memphis. And what I'm saying, care. Yeah, it'd be nice to play them just to get the juices going or something like that. But conference affiliation, forget them all.
Yeah. See ya.
I don't need any old Metro Virginia Tech conversation or anyway, ACC now, but you get my point. We once you won your right to be in the SEC or the ACC, your life changed.
Oh yeah.
So with that being history, we don't care what happens around conferences and conferences blowing up. And, you know, we like our spot. We're locked in till 2037.
Sure.
You know, whatever. They would have to blow up the entire ACC for us not to have a spot. But, and what we bring to the table is, we're a winning program.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, let me ask you this. What do you, because, and I know we're re-racking some stuff, but I still think that the first 4 texts we got were, what do we think about the conference? I mean, so that's the conversation driving a lot of things, even though I do want to talk a little bit here late in the next segment or in the next hour about the football team. Some things going on there.
I got a lot of football conversation.
I've got a new favorite, it's not a new favorite, but I have a favorite
by a longer
player. I have a new son.
By a longer margin?
Yeah, I have a new son.
Okay.
And he's mine, and I'm claiming him today.
This is a big deal. If
you can't have
if you're claiming him, this is a big deal.
Yes, he's mine. This is my offspring.
But you can't just.
I'm giving him the kiss on the forehead.
You're not going to be able to just throw him out when you're mad at him.
Nope, he's mine.
You're not going to be able to claim somebody else as your personal baby after this.
No.
Like, this is a commitment.
He's mine, and like this is one where like in the 3-on-3, if y'all take him, like we're gonna have problems. It's like, hang on now, you're gonna need some kind of court order to protect this guy. So we're gonna talk about that, and I have reasons behind that.
Okay,
so that's for the next.
We'll get to that one.
Okay, so anyways, let me ask you this, because here was a little conversation between me and Blankenbaker in the back. He mentioned, as the ACC, because I asked him, I said, what do you do? He mentioned, hey, of course, there's rumor out there. We've heard it for a while that in a few years, when the deal's up, that Clemson eventually, the SEC might come for Clemson. We'll see. I don't know about that yet. Because at some point, I'm like, well, that's going to be college football. They're going to break away and have their own championship at that point. So that's a whole different point.
Yeah.
But just for conversation's sake, and I want to give you this, and then I'm going to ask you. His thing was, he felt like, and I hope I'm not spoiling his opinions, but he feels like you go big. I'm curious what you think. And go big, I mean, numerically. Like, so I'm curious what you think, because I kind of have my opinion too on where I think they should go. But
are you asking in particular schools or
ACC,
number?
Just ACC. No, I mean, it could be anything. It could be in particular schools, yes. But so it's a two-part question. Numerically, where do they go? And then who? Because I haven't talked to you or Brian about this yet. So I'm curious. Text line too, because I haven't saw any of the text line.
Strategically,
I kind of want to know what the fan base
strategically,
thinks about it too.
I get more schools in the conference. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me just add on. I agree.
Okay. Yeah. And I say that like my justification for that is that's how you fight. That's how you fight. Let's say 12 big time SEC schools, you know, or however many SEC has. I would add 4 more teams. I would make sure I have 4 more teams.
That would go to 18.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd listen, I'd randomize it. I'd have a ACC schedule lottery show, you know, with 18 teams in football. If you can only play 10 of them,
you're right on. Like, you're literally right where I'm at.
Oh, really?
With some of the ideas I was about to say.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. I would do a random.
I was going to say 10-game schedule. I guess since we're so agreeing, I guess there's no sense in waiting. I would say 10-game schedule.
Right.
18 teams.
Yep.
No divisions.
Right.
Really.
Yep.
And I would say, okay, here we go.
Listen,
and I actually was thinking I would have a show. This is what it is.
Yep. Listen, I would literally. What is it? When you drop the coin in the top and it just kind of goes
Plinko.
Yeah. I would drop each team in there.
Yeah.
And wherever they line up, is who plays who. I would let people watch it. Yeah. Literally watch your team fall and see who you get on your schedule. Yeah. And we'll sit around and gamble on it. And what are the, you know, we'll make some bracket selection schedule, and I'd have a blast with
it. And here's the thing. The reason why I'm okay with that too is, I mean, we don't play. I mean, it took us 7 years to play Virginia Tech. So I'm like, yeah, there's some teams you may not play for 8-9 years.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
That's how it is.
Listen, I mean, if you're saying 18 teams, either just keep one carryover game and just go back and forth, you know, or like I said, I wouldn't have a problem randomizing it at all, you know. Just
I guess if there may be, I don't think there are any ACC rivals that
you have to play. Miami, Florida State.
Well, Charles said
you have
Virginia Tech, or what? I'm sorry, no, it was West Virginia. Never mind, forget that.
Listen,
at that point,
you would
West Virginia and Virginia Tech.
Even your Florida State, Miami, like you have a on the Plinko, you have a 50% chance of getting them. So like, okay,
and maybe there's a way you would say, okay, everybody's got 2 constants.
Yeah, or we can have an agreed upon. Yeah, you and that university have an agreed upon. This is your 2,
and I'm okay with that. If we did like, okay, there's 2 games a year.
I want my Florida State game every single year, and I want my who else? Who would you want as your second team?
Miami. I would take Miami even over Florida State. I think Louisville, Miami's just
for your lock in. For your lock in,
yeah, I think there's just something there with Louisville, Miami. I just think it's a special game. It'll
guarantee you.
Yeah,
2 awesome
I like
games.
that. But yeah, but there's nobody really I would freak out about.
Yeah,
I mean,
about locking in with.
Yeah, I mean, really, just give me. I mean, actually, I know it sounds
right now.
weird.
I hate Virginia so much. I probably lock them in.
There would take Clemson, you know.
Yeah, good
I
point.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, great point.
Know?
Great point.
So,
yeah, I would lock in Florida State and Clemson
if I could, but I doubt you would be able to. Is the thing with both of them. So, I mean, but now here comes my if you get Notre Dame, but
I would lock them in
with the 12-team playoff coming. This is kind of my next point. I don't know that you're going to get Notre Dame in the ACC. Because with 12 teams,
if they're allowed, they can still be independent. They can still stay independent.
Okay, so just off the top of your head, you say add 4. What would you do? I mean, at least give me 2 because I think 2 is the most likely. So, like,
are we poaching the Big 12 right now?
We're doing whatever we want. Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay.
Which I think a few of the teams would have to come from the Big 12.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, I would not mind West Virginia at all. I think that conversation came up last week.
There's a few of that on the text line. West Virginia.
Yeah, I'd add West Virginia. I'd add Maryland.
Well, Maryland's Big 10.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Big 10.
Who else is Big 12?
Baylor. Okay.
Geographically, that just felt so. Yeah.
Baylor's one that I like.
Mm-hmm.
I like adding Baylor. I think they would add a lot in basketball. I think football, they're pretty mid-tier. So I think.
Yeah, and I only rejected Baylor off of just geographically. Like I don't know how much.
But I don't think you have to go Big 12. The ACC could poach the Big East. I said the Big East. The AAC. Of course, they have different standards. So I don't know how.
Okay, put it this way. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want Cincinnati. We're better than you.
I kind of agree.
We won. We made it out. Listen,
I'm glad you got. I know we're just agreeing today, but you said what I think. Add Cincinnati.
You know my saying, Steve. Everybody likes to pull the door shut right behind him. If you got 2 kids, you talk crap about people with 3. If you got 3 kids, you talk about people with 4.
Sure.
Everybody draws the line right behind them. Yep. So once we got out of CUSA and AAC and Big East and got into ACC, it was like, yep, shut the door.
Yeah.
This is enough.
No, I agree. I was the same way.
Only big schools can come in now.
I was the exact same way. I'm seeing a lot of
no more middle tier. No, look, that's enough city schools.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
What a horrible thing.
I'm seeing a lot of Oklahoma State, a lot of West Virginia. Somebody said UF or UCF.
I'd take them.
I would take that. If I was going to 18. I wouldn't for 16. Of course, the number one thing is going to be try to lock in Notre Dame. If you can lock in Notre Dame, great.
You won't be. Yeah, they're not. But
I just think with the 12, I think I think they're dang. They're going to be like, no, we'll go independent. And if you're mad in basketball, we'll go play in the Big East.
Right.
Just go play basketball in the Big East and play football independent.
Right.
That might be the move for Notre Dame.
Yeah. Either way, they're not going to be bullied into anything.
Yeah.
So, I think we step.
So yeah, I think that somebody said screw West Virginia. I'm kind of with you there too. Let Charles hear me. I'm like, I don't really want to add West Virginia just because I'm spiteful.
I was gonna say there's a lot more bad energy about West Virginia.
When they got that ACC invite that last year, they just crap. I mean, because at Louisville, they really took it to them like, oh, we're in, Louisville's out, all this stuff. Like, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm cool.
That's why you want them. That's why you should want them, though.
No, I kind of like, just float out there. Maybe the Pac-12 will take you.
Yeah, I don't want them in purgatory. They're a big enough program. Put it this way. They believe what they say.
Yeah.
And I don't mind that. I don't mind, jerks if I know they mean what they say.
Yeah.
But jerks who just are trying to be jerks, but don't really mean, they're just looking for something to be a jerk about. Those are the people that I don't like.
Would you agree with me that you at least I think you need to take one Texas team, whether it's TCU, Texas Tech. I saw Texas Tech on there. Now to me,
TCU is not bad.
Yeah, Baylor, any of those, just a Texas.
And they got a lot of potential. Yeah, your Texas teams have a ton of potential.
And I think it gives you a footprint in Texas. Now I agree. Let me openly say this: I'm rooting for this Big 12 or this Texas A&M thing to blow it up, and Texas and Oklahoma come to the ACC. I am 100, and I think that would bring more stability too, because I think you add Texas and Oklahoma to the ACC with Clemson. You now have a little more equal balance. The SEC, the ACC, and the Big Ten are all kind of. Now, of course, I could always make the argument. I think depth-wise and stuff, with the SEC, but I think that would bring balance to the universe.
I would definitely be hunting right now, though. I would be feeling.
Sure.
If I'm Neely Bendapudi, who's connected to ACC vice chair. I'm right now. I'm being proactive. I'm letting all of them know, all of the big schools, that hey, yeah, we'll get the conversation started the moment you want to.
Yeah, I agree. And speaking of TCU, really quick, somebody put the Nate Smith game on YouTube the other day,
You shared it.
I'm sorry, on Twitter, and that game was where I learned I learned sports karma 100%. I was a sophomore in high school, and I remember that game. We were over at my buddy Clay to this day. Can you say Nate Smith? He'll remember this game. We were at his house. He misses that first one. And we're like, oh, man, whatever. So anyways, the second one comes up. And for some unknown reason, Steve Rummage says, he's money. He ain't going to miss two. So then it's like, I didn't learn my lesson. The game goes on. We end up getting another shot.
Right.
I'm like,
surely.
No way he misses three. I remember sitting on my buddy Clay's couch at his dad's house.
Can you imagine having money
right where I'm at? I'm looking at his staircase. I'm there right now. I'm back at the game. I was like, there's no chance he misses three.
And the emotion, to get back in position like this is like,
35-yard pass.
Right.
We get in position. We're like, oh my God, we got another shot to tie it. I'm like, he's got to go. Off the planet. You got to put him in a rocket ship.
It's either you or me.
Bezos at that point? You got to put him in that little rocket wiener and just shoot him to
the phallic rocket.
Yes, and shoot him to the moon, dude.
There's only enough room for one of us on this planet after you did what you just
Texter
did.
says, isn't President Neely from Kansas? Are we just conceding Kansas to the Big Ten? Because I would take Kansas in the ACC.
I would love Kansas in the ACC.
It would be strictly for basketball. The football thing, well, whatever, But
would you take Kentucky in the ACC?
Yeah.
Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maven on 939 The Ville.
Shane Company has the largest selection of unique ring settings and natural stones, so it'll be easy to create a stunning engagement ring in your price range. Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and ShaneCo.com.
Hey everybody, Steve Rummage here. And if you have listened to 93.9 The Ville over the last few months, you know I've reminded you of three simple words. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and owner of RE/MAX Alliance, and with the spring market heating up, he wants to make your home buying or selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to $5,000 seller credit by mentioning you heard it right here. So don't wait any longer and contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or joshjarbo@remax.net.
Summertime is wing time, and Wing Zone has you covered. Wing Zone has 17 amazing flavors to choose from, including our new hot garlic and Louisiana lemon pepper. Don't forget to try our new colossal chicken sandwich. Have Wing Zone delivered to your pool party or pick up at any of our 2 Louisville locations. Wingzone.com. You got it.
We are in the thick of summer, and with the hottest days of the year ahead, you are about to find out how strong your cooling system is. And if you find out that it's not ready for the long summer ahead, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Right now, when you buy a qualifying Trane HVAC system, receive 18-month special financing. It's hard to stop a Trane, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
I'm Ethan Moore.
And I'm Taylor Lynch.
Check out Louisville Sports Live, the city's longest-running all-U of L sports talk show, every Wednesday at 6 o'clock right here on 93.9 The Ville.
All the best local and national guests talking all things Louisville football, basketball, and recruiting.
Every Wednesday at 6 right here on 93.9 The Ville. And follow us on Twitter at Lville Sports without an O live.
And check out the website, LouisvilleSportsLive.net. Go Cards.
Ready to make something great? At GE Appliances, we do it every day, building appliances people depend on. GE Appliance Park is hiring full-time for all shifts. Join our manufacturing production team and be part over 100 years of American manufacturing. Apply today at makeitathepark.com. Make a difference? Make it at GE Appliance Park. Makeitathepark.com.
Miss anything from your favorite shows? Head over to the GE Appliances Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com. Apply today at makeitathepark.com.
Something on your mind? Hit us up on the UPS Jobs text line, 3831-93.9.
Prescription products require an online consultation. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
Think you might have ED? Not sure? Well, we'd like to let you in on a little secret. ED is common. About 40% of men experience ED by age 40, but the solution is simple. Find it at 4hims.com.
I didn't have to talk to a doctor in person. There was no copay, and the medication was shipped right to my door in discreet packaging.
Hims took care of it, fast and easy. Now our love life is better than ever.
Get access to doctors online who can prescribe you FDA-approved ED medication if appropriate. The same active ingredient as name brands, but 90% cheaper. Skip the waiting rooms and pharmacy lines. Get a free medical consultation and rise to the occasion or your money back. Go to 4hims.com/radio to get your first visit free. No copay required. The only way to get this special offer is to go to 4hims.com/radio. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
There are moments in our lives that change everything, where hard work pays off with a burst of opportunity. That's why each year, Kentucky Farm Bureau and its county offices across the state help raise and give away hundreds of thousands of dollars in college scholarships. You see, Kentucky Farm Bureau does more than just insure homes and autos. We help ensure that more Kentuckians have a chance to achieve their dreams. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Thank you, by the way. The captain of the team was on with Drew Diener.
Captain of that USA team?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. He was
Kenny Davis.
Kenny Davis. Sorry. He was on with Drew Diener.
Okay.
Okay. Now he's a mature man now, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a reflective man now. Hold on. Messed that up a little bit.
Okay.
Reflecting on it. I listened to that conversation. I listened to Drew ask he asked all the right questions. I put myself in his shoes, and I realized, Steve, and I know this is the most unpopular opinion possible, I take my silver medal.
Okay.
I take my silver medal. I listened to him, and he said it would be nice to have that medal in here right now. You know, it's 40, 50 years later, right?
Yeah.
And then I thought about it. And at first I was like, nah, you know, forget that. And then I thought about it at the time. Then I thought about a Davenport, a post game, right?
Okay.
Davenport says, hey, the game didn't come down to that last play. I could see myself as a player. Yes, it did, coach. We got screwed. They cheated. No, let's watch the game again. You see that right there? You didn't execute. See right there? You didn't execute. See right there? You were in this Olympics the entire time. Your entire Olympic career did not come down to a cheated play at the end of a game. Be pissed off, but go get your silver medal and take some time to think about it. I think as a coach, I would say y'all are going to regret this for the rest of your lives if you don't accept this silver medal. As a player, I can see being in that locker room like, hey, man, some of these people are going to want, you know, some of these people might not have gone to successful careers and they're going to want this silver medal. And I thought about all of it and I said, you know what? Take your silver medal.
Yeah.
And y'all are 18. These are grown men. They're 28 and 30 years old, right?
Yeah.
They grown man you at the end.
Yeah.
You know, they grown man you. That's the whole point of like, yeah, fight through it.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if that was kind of me being wired wrong, but that's also the reason I always told you I never wanted to believe a competition that I participated in had anything outside that influenced it.
Yeah.
You
Sure.
see what I'm saying? Like,
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I'm raised to say, yeah, it didn't come down to that. Yeah, get better and come back in 4 years and bust them.
I agree.
You know what I'm
to an
saying?
extent.
Listen, it was bad.
But sometimes, like, okay, like I agree with Coach Davenport, for instance. I can go back and look at all these plays, you know, but I could have made the game-winning play if this hadn't happened.
Right.
So, like, yeah, in theory.
Yeah, I know. And I hate when somebody else
we
says
can
it.
go back and show every single missed shot.
Yeah. Listen, I hate when other people say it.
Yeah.
But something on the inside always says, you know, he's right.
Yeah.
You know, he's right. And
but if Ding Adele doesn't decide he wants to run down the sideline, you win that game. So,
but no, you lost it because you didn't make the play.
No, I know, but that's my point. So it's like I just think,
what if the referee on the Ding Adele like just stopped it after Ding Adele ran? He just stopped it and blew the whistle and just had a restart and just said, "No, you can't do that. But here's the ball back. Let's start over." And then he throws it in and we win the game.
I would have been like, great call.
You see what I'm saying?
Great call.
You would feel like we won. You would feel like we won that game.
I would have looked right at Virginia fans and been like, what do you want, man? He didn't know.
You would have felt like we won, Steve.
Yes.
And
yes.
Listen, you would have felt like we won and you would have felt like we earned it. And you know what you would have said to Virginia? The whole game didn't come down to that one play.
Mm-hmm.
We beat y'all. We were a better team.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
So when you do the math like that, you're like, yeah, go take your silver medal.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't turn down, I don't think, an Olympic medal. Because I mean, there's still the story.
See, I'm glad you're at least open to listen to listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I know when I first say that, everybody's like, "Oh no way, you don't take that." And then you're like, "No, you do take it.
Yeah,
you take everything that comes along with competition.
Yeah,
including bad calls.
Yeah,
including judgment calls. You know, listen, I felt bad. He told a story about how the Russian commissioner or the Olympic commissioner came from out of the stands and said, stop celebrating. Everybody get back on, put 3 more seconds back on the clock. There was a couple. It was an executive decision that sucked.
Yeah.
It sucked. And he talked about how the guy stepped on the line, which didn't get called. This stuff doesn't get called all the time.
Yeah.
But I just think, again, this may be military dad. This may be, I go from military dad to Coach Davenport coaching you. My God, imagine those years.
Go from military dad to Davenport.
Yeah, right. So when you add all that up, I don't think my dad, I don't think my upbringing, I don't think I have the spirit, to a not okay.
Wherewithal.
No, that's not the word. The spirit to say, okay, put it this way. We take a team vote, I ride with the team vote. Okay, guys.
Okay.
But during this conversation, I'm going to give my perspective. I'm not just going to if I'm not the captain, I'm not going to let them say, hey, y'all, we shouldn't take it at all. And just a bunch of, yeah. I'm going to say, hold on. Before we take this vote, this is what I got to say.
I agree with that.
First of all,
I agree with that.
This is an honor to be here. Second of all, it's a good team. We just lost to 30-year-old men. Listen, you didn't switch. I told you to switch on the play before that. You didn't switch. That run they went on in the third quarter, we were out here playing like crap. You know what I'm saying? We lost, y'all. And listen, I would say this. I'm going to want my kids to see my silver medal in 30, 40 years. I'm going to want this medal, because like I said, listen, yes, I feel like we should have won the gold. I'm going to want this medal in my name.
But I will say this, though, in that situation, everybody remembers that game. So it's not like you're
right.
It's like, okay.
I want my
saying?
I know. I want my trophy.
Yeah.
I want my trophy.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I want my trophy.
Okay.
I don't care if it's a ribbon. I want my ribbon. Give it to me. It's mine.
Okay.
I earned it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would have that. Like I said, hey y'all, this is still, we still represent United States of America here. Like I said, we know we were out maneuvered.
Yeah.
But again, to me, you take every aspect of sports. You take the cheating refs, which makes the game that much sweeter. You know what I'm saying? You take the whatever situation, goes against you, your hurdles.
Yeah, but see, I would have taken the non-cheating refs and went ahead and beat Kentucky in the Sweet 16. So,
you prefer it? Yes,
so what am I supposed to do there? Do I just go back and say, well, if we hadn't blown the lead?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No,
Steve.
because we won. We did enough to win. They didn't call fouls.
No, you didn't. You didn't work hard enough in the weight room.
was the better team that night.
You didn't work hard enough in the weight room.
Okay.
Coach P didn't coach as aggressively as he should have.
Fair enough.
Anything. Anything and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just can't carry this the rest of my life. We got cheated. No, get better.
Somebody said participation trophy guys about to come in hot.
No. Am I being participation trophy guy?
A little bit. I feel like it.
No, because when I win, I want my trophy. When I win second, I want my second place trophy.
Yeah.
If I lose, I lose.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. And the other thing is, I'm not gonna let the winning team stand up there. And if we got the second place, spot, I gotta give him his props. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you put the winner, even though he cheated, and he gets this picture when he's standing on the top spot, and you got to stand in the one that's a little lower. No, that's your spot. So I think I'm the opposite of participation trophy guy. I think you earned that loss, chump. get back out there and get better. So Brian, what say you? Do you take the silver, or do you tell him to keep it?
I'm never gonna have an opportunity to get a silver, so I would take it.
Now that's participation.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just
hey, I'm gonna frame that thing in my basement. I'm gonna have a great story behind it.
That's the thing too. Like, to me, you get cheated. There's no shame in that. You know what I'm saying? You still, like you said, you got cheated.
Yeah.
Or you got a bad call. You got a bad or series of bad calls at the end. You know, but
yeah, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I think for certain situations, like just like a regular season and we're going for a championship, I may not take the participation trophy, but the Olympics is something different. And it's a once every 4 years. You're only, in your prime, you're only going to be able to compete in 1 or 2 Olympics. Like, take it.
Grab that. Okay, one last quick question I gotta ask you, Steve, really quick, because listen, we're talking football heavy next. We're gonna find out who your baby is, who you're claiming, who you're taking. You're putting your name on the birth
I don't
certificate.
have a group of babies this year.
Listen,
I have one baby.
You understand? Once you put your name on the birth certificate,
I know
you are financially responsible for this baby
absolutely
for the next 18 or however many years.
And if it doesn't work out, I will pay child support.
No, that's exactly the point.
So caller says, would you have felt that same way when you were 18 or 19 years old? He said, of course you feel that way when you're your age now and you look back at it. But when you were 18, 19 years old, what would you say?
I was lucky to have that already instilled in me. But I listen to that caller. I asked myself the exact same question. Would I have been mature enough to say that at the time? And I say yes. I would have said, because I would. It's like, you know what? It's you know what it is, Steve? It's me putting that, it's me at 20 years old. Actually, no, I was 18. Me putting that, this bag, this leather patched up computer bag. You should have saw what my teammates did with this computer bag. Like it was swag. I was like, man, they give us a damn bag.
Yeah.
I was like, no, like y'all. One day, you know what I'm saying, when you're an adult professional, you're going to enjoy this computer. This is a nice leather computer bag. You're going to enjoy it. Yeah. I left it in the packaging and put it as deep down in my hamper or my, my bin, my storage as possible. Because I knew when I found that thing 10, 15 years from now, I was going to be like, I'm going to use this, So in particular, I do think I saw the big picture. Okay, so let me ask this quick thing before we get out of here. This is my number one, and I hate that you saw it over your shoulder because I didn't want to taint your answer. But I want you to use your 30-second imagination. I'm gonna ask the question, and then I'm gonna answer mine. And while I'm answering mine, you give me yours.
Okay.
I need you to tell me the Olympic sport that you have the least respect for. And what I mean by have the least respect for, when you say, if I would have played that from day one, I would dominate that. Those, I don't know who those dudes are that's playing that sport, but that looks like the easiest sport. Like, oh my God. So you think about that.
Okay.
Steve, it's something about me. But when I watch people play handball, as opposed to basketball, and I watch them get full speed and run and just jump and just with that little bit. I look at handball and I'm like, is that it?
I know.
Like, wait a minute. I went overseas and they had handball courts in the basketball gym, and I'm like, wait a minute. How much do they make?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's Pedro. He's the handball champion, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. That's a good one.
So when I watch handball, I'm like, I just look. I literally wanted to switch careers, Steve. I was overseas, and I'm like, I'm gonna go dominate the sport.
Well, I know what mine is. I'll give you the one that I least could do, and that is the water polo.
Oh,
when I realized that they weren't walking on the ground, I was like, "Oh my God!"
Yes,
I would die.
When they had when they started showing the cameras underneath the surface of the water, and you saw how much leg kicking, and chicken
they
fighting going
jump out of the water.
Yes, I agree with you 100% on that.
My one is the one where not the shot put, but the one where they have the thing, and it's like
the hammer throw.
Yes,
where they swing around,
swing it. And I always thought, I was like, I think if I'd started, I'm not saying I could just go out there and do it now.
Right.
I was like, I could have done that.
All you got to have is good balance.
I've got good balance.
Right.
And again, this isn't just me talking crap. I'm really thinking like, okay, I've got good balance. I've got good
say sense of direction.
Sense of direction and when to let go, to let something fly, you know.
Right.
I'm like, I think I would have crushed that.
Right. When you see it, just like, why didn't I just do something like that?
Yeah, I'm like, if I would have started that as a kid,
right.
Like, dude, I could have been, even if it's not an Olympian, I could have been a state champion or something,
right.
man. Like, dude, somebody said curling.
I mean, I don't know if I would. You got to have touched. For the camera people, that he's curling. Just so people know that's his curling gesture.
Or beer. We're thankful to have weathered the past year with you all. We love cheering on the Cards with you and are incredibly appreciative of your continued business. Go Cards.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
Westwood One Sports presents this special update on the 2020 Summer Games, sponsored by Bank of America. Customized cash rewards credit card. Earn 3% cash back on online shopping. For Katie Ledecky, it was time to jump right back into the pool. Coming off a rare loss, she settled for silver in the 400-meter freestyle, beaten out by 20-year-old Australian Ariane Titmus. Ledecky won 2 heats today, first the 200 meters and then the 1,500. That's an event that she has never lost. The gold in men's team gymnastics to the ROC. First team gold for Russians since 1996. The U.S. was 5th. Women's 3x3 basketball. The U.S. beat Italy and is now 6-0. Gold medal for 32-year-old American Vincent Hancock in skeet shooting. He missed only 1 shot. It's Hancock's 3rd gold. He also won in 2008 and 12. The bronze in this event went to a Kuwaiti who is 57 years old. Conversely, a 13-year-old from Japan took gold in the brand new event of women's street skateboarding. With this Summer Games update, I'm John Stashower, Westwood One Sports.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials, a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized cash rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
At Lowe's, we know your home is an expression of you, and we see you walking down these aisles of possibility, running your finger on that marble top Allen & Roth vanity, regularly $5.99, but now $3.49, and finding that perfect rattan pendant at an everyday low price of $99.98. In our showrooms of style, you'll find whatever you're into at a price you'll really get into. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate at Lowe's.com for details. Valid through 8/29/21. U.S. only.
Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hall. The Sports Center update brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment. Preseason projections for college football are starting to come out, and Louisville is currently picked as 6th in the ACC, with Clemson coming in 1st. Cards also picked up a commitment over the weekend coming from Michigan native Blake Nelson, who is a JUCO tight end. Nelson is 6'4", 235 pounds, and hails from Independence Community College, and he chose the Cards over UT Martin. Summer Olympics continue to roll along, and ESPN Louisville's your exclusive home for those Olympics, as we'll give you updates at the top of every hour. And over the weekend, UK med student Lee Kiefer won the gold in fencing. She's the first American to win gold in individual foil and the second American to win gold in fencing overall. Also, Kentucky rifle star Will Shaner won gold in an air rifle competition as well. Moving on to baseball news, the Cincinnati Reds fell to 51-48 on the year with a 10-6 loss to the St. Louis Cardinals yesterday. Catcher Tyler Stevenson led the way for the Reds, going 3 for 3 with an RBI. They'll look to rebound as they kick off a 3-game series with the Chicago Cubs in Chicago starting tonight, with first pitch scheduled for 8:05 and our coverage beginning around 7:45 on ESPN 680. The Louisville Bats were also in action over the weekend as they lost their 7th in a row to the Memphis Redbirds, falling 9-3 yesterday. That'll wrap up the series with the Redbirds in a sweep. Now they'll look to take on the Iowa Cubs in Iowa starting tomorrow at 7:30. And last but certainly not least, moving on to soccer news, Louisville City FC was in action on Friday as they ended up in a 1-1 draw with the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. They'll look to get back in the win column when they take on Sporting KC2 on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Keep it locked here. Middays with Marcus Maben is next. This is SportsCenter.
Prescription products require an online consultation. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
Think you might have ED? Not sure? Well, we'd like to let you in on a little secret. ED is common. About 40% of men experience ED by age 40, but the solution is simple. Find it at 4hims.com.
I didn't have to talk to a doctor in person. There was no copay, and the medication was shipped right to my door in discreet packaging.
Hims took care of it, fast and easy. Now our love life is better than ever.
Get access to doctors online who can prescribe you FDA-approved ED medication if appropriate. The same active ingredient as name brands, but 90% cheaper. Skip the waiting rooms and pharmacy lines. Get a free medical consultation and rise to the occasion or your money back. Go to 4hims.com/radio to get your first visit free. No copay required. The only way to get this special offer is to go to 4hims.com/radio. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Have you been in a car wreck? Insurance companies can be really tough to deal with on your own. I'm Sam Aguiar, and our team is here to help. We have been fortunate enough to represent thousands of people from Kentucky communities, and we would love to speak with you about your potential case. Our team loves what we do. The consultation for you is free, and we don't charge you anything unless we win the case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy. 502-888-8888. 502-888-8888.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Valuable resources one could have. And if you agree, then DFH Company is definitely the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222, or you can look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Look into the Mitsubishi mini split like the one we have here at the 93.9 studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com.
I was in the southeastern part of the country, and it was hot, very hot. So, yeah, no, extremely just sweat.
The moment
it made me appreciate Vegas heat,
right?
Because I was like, oh,
right.
I was just nasty and sweaty, and just, I mean, my shirt collar was, I was like, I feel terrible, man. So after like the first day, I started bringing change of clothes. Midway through the day, I would just change clothes.
Right.
I was like, oh. Also, let me remind you, since we're talking
Alvin Sims
regionally, people compare me to Alvin Sims a lot.
You get that a lot.
I get that all the time.
No, he was one of those like 2 games of pickup. It's like, dude, change your clothes. Like this is you sweat.
I can't play anymore.
Alvin, you sweat so much that you're literally causing a hazard out here playing basketball with you.
Yeah.
Like that's how much he sweat. And it was like, dude, I'm not playing. Look, I'll throw this game if you don't go change your clothes.
Since we're talking regionally, let's bring it back locally. And one of the biggest names locally is UPS Jobs. And Kentucky is now offering up to $18.50 an hour for part-time package handler positions. Weekly attendance bonus of $50 is still in place for those that work that Sunday shift. And get your tuition paid 100% at the University of Louisville and make $18.50 an hour and be eligible for bonuses through the Metro College program. You can apply today at upsjobsky.com.
Okay, so here's the thing. We had to talk football.
We do.
But I want to start it out with the recent news. So they're out here listening. I got to talk with the recent news, Steve. Okay. Now this is going to shock people. It's going to catch people a little off guard. The polls just came out from I say polls. We just had Media Day.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out of Media Day, they vote on where they think all the certain teams will line up in the Atlantic and the Coastal. Louisville, your University of Louisville football team is ranked 6 out of 7 in the Atlantic. Repeat. The University of Louisville football team is ranked 6 out of 7.
Mm-hmm.
You know what happened, Steve? Right before Media Day, media members needed a refresher course. So you know what they did? They went back and watched some condensed games, just to remember, what team they thought was this and what team they thought was that. If you do a quick refresher course, Steve, you're just catching up on what happened last year.
Right.
I agree.
Sure.
6 out of 7.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't.
Because here's the thing.
I don't totally disagree. Yeah.
I watched a lot of Louisville football yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you, I cost Mark Blankenbaker probably 12 minutes of his life he'll never get back just by venting to him. You know what I was venting about? I was thinking about it. I was like, everybody in the ACC media is doing the exact same thing that I'm doing right now, especially around this time.
Sure.
Let me go get my last refresher of what we saw last year and
Absolutely.
who's everybody on here. And there's this comment about Malik Cunningham is just still, irritating me. It's just, somebody getting on his 13 turnovers and, how he shouldn't even be a starting quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happened yesterday, Steve. I just said, and this is a hard thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I want people to understand the mood I'm in before we move forward into our football conversation. It's a hard thing to do. Bring up that Virginia Tech game. Virginia Tech, right?
Mm-hmm.
They run downhill. They up 7-0 instantly. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, everybody remembers we didn't have a line. But you know that feeling, Steve. You know you're playing with house money.
Sure.
Until the game starts.
Absolutely.
Repeat.
I remember that game. It's Halloween.
We didn't have 7 out of our top 13 linemen, defensive linemen, right?
Yep.
Oh man, let's just play a game and go work hard, and hopefully y'all can just 3 snaps into that game. What the hell are y'all doing out there? Right? That's what it turned into.
It did.
You were down 21-0, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how many turnovers Malik Cunningham had that game?
Yeah.
3. He had 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
Right. Let me tell you this. And this is I'm going somewhere with this, people.
I remember.
He had 3 turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching this game.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, blitz comes off the corner, right?
Yeah.
Probably a nickel. He's firing in there. You know who was picking him up over there? Javian Hawkins.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, I'm telling you, he's flying and he's trying to run over Javian. Javian's going for his legs. He's going for his knees. That guy Superman's kind of over Javian Hawkins, over the top of him, right? He's diving into Malik's knees as Malik is just launching one up to Tutu Atwell. So imagine somebody's diving into your knees and you're in the pocket. That thing's going up anywhere.
Yeah.
That's football. That's football. I watched a play a couple plays later where Berkeley picked up that blitz. Picked it up. Big boy, bigger dude, picked it up big time. Javian is used to cutting because he's a smaller guy. Berkeley picks it up. Malik gets it off. Right? But one's an interception and one's not.
Yeah.
The next one. 4th and goal. Malik has it on the 7. He's rolling out to the right. He's pumping. There's a cornerback, covering this area. He's waiting for his receiver to come in and come back in bounds, and so I can make this pass. But it's 4th and goal. What you gonna do? Run out of bounds with that? No. Cornerback's in the end zone. My receiver's in the end zone. Throws it right to him. But you're watching the game like, oh my God, like what would you do? That was the only option.
Sure.
The only other option is run out of bounds. And it's still their ball. Yeah. You got to throw that ball. That's 2 interceptions, Steve. You know what the third one was? A bubble screen, a tunnel screen or bubble to Dez Fitzpatrick that hits him right in the chest.
Yep.
And he pops it up in the air.
Yep.
They take it. They're gone. That's an intercept. That's 3 interceptions. The most reasonable interceptions you will ever see.
Yeah.
Somebody's diving in my legs on one, so I throw a floater.
Yeah.
4th and goal. Doesn't make any sense to throw it out of bounds, because they're already in end zone. And a perfectly thrown tunnel screen to Dez Fitzpatrick, who just botched it and knocked it up in the air.
Yeah.
That's 3. Then you go to Boston College. I think we got outplayed for the ball on one. Okay. That was a good interception. You screwed that one up.
Yeah,
right.
Every turnover, not saying, every turnover wasn't just bad play by Louisville.
Right. No, but that one was. I'll say that.
No, I know. I'm saying though, there are some you're just gonna go,
Okay, so the 5th turnover I watched in Boston College game, that was Malik stepping up in the pocket like he's supposed to, and his hand getting tipped. His hand is hitting a helmet. Ball gets popped up in the air, but he's doing the right thing. He's stepping up in the pocket. Yeah. They smack the ball, tip it up in the air. It flies up, and one of their linemen just end up with the ball in their lap. We're talking about 5 turnovers, Steve, that we are like, that's not bad quarterback play right there.
Right.
And then outside of that, you see he's making great passes all over the field.
Yeah.
He's buying himself time. He's hitting guys. Don't forget, those that's 5 of 13.
Yeah.
I've already talked to you about 40% of the, and you can watch them exactly what I'm talking about.
Sure.
You can go watch the condensed version of Virginia Tech and the condensed version of Boston College. And you will see every quarterback in America has at least 2 or 3 turnovers out of those five plays. Ball gets tipped up in the air. It happens to everybody. If my wide receiver, who's a 4th round draft pick, if I hit him in the chest on a screen and he pops it up, and people are, Louisville fans are oh God, what you threw it too hard. It's like, no, that's a 4th round wide receiver. You think your boy ain't gonna be throwing bullets, screens to Dez Fitzpatrick? So yeah, I watched, like I said, 5 turnovers and 4 of them say, oh, so that's what happened. So once you watch that and you watch people go downhill and you don't remember what the circumstances were, you're like, yeah, that sucked. Louisville sucked. But you're not into it. Like the voters aren't interested in going into the detail of the excuse of Malik hit somebody's helmet, or they got a fluke tip in the air, or 4th and 5. They just see a pick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pick, another turnover. You know what I'm saying? Like you see like that. So of course, when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, coming into the year. Well, detail people might be able to say no, they're better than that, but
I think that's where I was going to go with it. I think that's what you see happening. You see, okay, 6, 7. I don't really. I get it. Yeah, I get it. If you went back and you just said, okay, and I do know a lot of media polls are kind of like that, where you're like, okay, well, what were they, this and that? And you kind of make them prove themselves.
Yep.
You know, like, hey, well, let's see if it was a fluke.
Yep.
Okay. They finish 3rd, 2nd, then we'll put them up next year.
Right.
Cool. But I think there's a reason why you're watching the ACC or you're watching Packer and Durham this morning, and the guy that's filling in for Packer is like, oh, well, Louisville's my team, my surprise team, 100%. They're going to be all right. David Hell covers the ACC, gets on there.
Right.
Oh, Louisville's a surprise team. They're going to be good. Watch out for them. That's anybody who, does
a detail.
Does a little more. And I'm not saying that like, because I mean, I don't expect all the media from others. If I was voting in this,
right,
which could be possible, I don't know. I would probably put us ahead of Wake Forest, and they'd be like, "Why? They didn't look that good last year." I mean, just being honest, I would say, I think Louisville,
which is the same thing they're doing to us.
Louisville put it on them last year. I don't think Wake Forest got better than we did, and I know about my team locally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, more than I know.
So
about
I don't mind that, but I think when you get a little more of the detailed people that look at it and say, "Oh no, man, they got this transfer from Virginia Tech." Good, the line's good, and then this
nobody knows about Duncan,
right? You know what I'm saying? Except unless if you really are going to do it down.
Guy, yeah.
Now here's the thing: then you take that, and I say, okay, these ACC top 5s are coming out again today. They did corners. Keitrell Clark's in there.
Mm-hmm.
You're finding Louisville.
Yeah. No, I was going to make that point too.
Yeah.
I was going to say, okay. When you start doing position by position, you have in the top 10 of every position, you're going to have 2 players in all of them.
Yeah.
And when you say that out loud, like, okay, I have impact players at cornerback.
Yeah.
Y'all listen, y'all saw what an impact player at cornerback means. You've seen your team without one.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, Russ.
He was
rough. Russ Yeast just jumps off the screen, y'all.
Yeah.
And I love that we kept him. You know, when the coaches came in, I love they went after him first. Oh man. Russ would not make a play on the ball in the air.
Well, no, I watched, what was it, Syracuse and Wake Forest a couple days ago, and I remember I texted you, it was a couple weeks ago, I texted you, I was like, God, Russ. I mean, now there were other issues there, but it was like, man, you get beat a lot.
Yeah, he was jumping off the screen.
If nothing else, I think you definitely feel like you upgraded at that position. You know, and here's another thing too I want to throw out there.
If Duncan's out here getting wasted, I'm gonna fire Coach Brown, even though I think he's one of the best youngest. I'm just gonna be so mad at him.
Oh, I know. But here's the other thing. You look out there, and I'm trying to find the let me find the post here, because even on the defensive line, okay, we hear so much about we've locally have heard so much about the lack of depth and the different stuff, you know, and which I'm scrolling down my timeline and I'm seeing Remington Trophy, Louisville, yeah, because we haven't talked about the depth chart either. But the one, I'll have to find it later, but the one list put out the Louisville defensive line and had them at 28th in the country.
Really?
And here was the interesting part about that. I thought for sure I retweeted that. Somebody tweet that to me. If anybody on the text
our
line
defensive
knows,
line,
they had. But here's the thing: I see that list, and it's that one that's been ranking things lately. And it had Louisville as the 28th ranked defensive line. But here's the thing. I was like, I hate to admit it, but I was like, nice. Our D-line was pissed. Look, our coaches were retweeting it saying, let's revisit this in a few months.
This is the most surprising thing that I've heard.
Yeah.
Because keep in mind, Steve, I'm doing the same thing I said media people did. And I'm looking at our defensive line from last year, and I'm like, we don't have any butts on our defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting mad at Coach. I'm like, Coach, are we just going to be a bunch of fast defensive lines?
Yeah.
Like a bunch of all edge. Listen, we're just going to get 5 edge rushers and just put them out and just try to outquick every offensive line. And I'm like, golly. Because you know what the problem is, Steve?
I think I found it.
It goes right back to the rivalry.
Because Yaya Diaby said, noted. Listen. Ahead of Louisville's D lines ranked ahead of Washington, NC State, Baylor, Kentucky, who's somehow going to win 10 games, UAB, Florida, Wisconsin, Tennessee, Iowa.
That's not true.
Virginia Tech, Florida State, Arkansas, Nebraska, Wake Forest. There's a couple more.
Our defense is ranked ahead of them.
Has them 1 spot behind Auburn's. 3 spots behind Miami. 4 spots behind Notre Dame.
Game on!
I know, right? And here's the thing. Our coaches and team were pissed. Yaya Diaby was out here, like I said. Noted. Cool. The coaches were out here. Literally, the coaches were retweeting it and said, okay, let's revisit this in November. 28th. There is an arrogance.
I was wondering if you were going to use that word.
Out of that area.
Little by little.
That's kind of getting me excited because you listen to these coaches and you listen, and Coach Satterfield is not afraid whatsoever to say, oh, yeah, and I think we'll be a top 25 defense. That's the deepest offensive line I've ever had. For a coach to say that, he knows, okay, coach, well, then we're expecting a hell of a lot better than 6th. Like, You know, that's why I think fans aren't really in an uproar about being put 6. We're like, all right, cool. We'll be better than that. You're putting a lot of pressure on your own head here. Like
by saying we're going to be better.
By saying, hey, y'all don't understand. I got me some dudes in here. Picked up a nice little tight end over the weekend. It's going to be eligible for the fall too. Did you catch the coach a couple weeks ago that said, remember Doman that we brought in? Kind of went quietly, the quarterback. Did you hear?
Yes.
Did you hear?
No, what'd he say?
Did you hear what was said about him?
No.
Here just recently by Pete Thomas?
Not at all.
On LSL? He said, that kid's pushing everybody to be better. Yeah, like we brought him in. He's pushing everybody. Like he's making the quarterback room better. He didn't say he was going to start, but he said, yeah, but he coming in thinking he's going to. Like he's pushing Malik. He's saying, he's like, it's like, hey, man, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I ain't Luke McCaffrey. You're going to have to win this job, homeboy. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, I'm not scared of this. So he's like, I competed with Jared Goff.
I did stare down Goff.
Yeah, like, he scared me. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was a funny video for those who don't know what I'm talking about. They dressed up Jared Goff and the coach kind of pranked his team and had Jared Goff come in as the new recruit. And he had the tattoos on, Steve. He had the long hair and everything.
Yeah.
It literally looked like you brought your boy in from Clemson.
Oh, yeah.
And threw some tattoos on him. And look, and they were like,
right.
Not a bad little quarterback.
Right.
But even some of his team was like, hey, you ain't just going to come in here and start over Brock like that. Like,
I know.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, he's probably going to. Yeah.
But the point is there was a little bit of resistance against against Jared Goff. He didn't get immediate team takeover. Okay, so Steve, this is the point of the show where we have to take our last commercial break. But before we take our last commercial break, I want to give you one last chance to back out of this one. Listen, once you sign these papers, once you sign these adoption / birth certificate, yeah, this is not even adoption. This is this is your name on the birth certificate.
Yeah.
If you accept this, come hell or high water, the good with the bad, Steve, I'm pinning it all on you.
Yeah.
Listen,
fair. I'm okay with this.
Either way, are you sure?
I am.
Because this is a big commitment you're going to make.
I am. I want to go through with this.
Okay.
I know.
We'll do it after the break, y'all. Middays with Marcus Maben. 93.9 The Ville.
Louisville's been great to us. I was born and raised here.
The community of Louisville is a very tight-knit group of individuals. They're really the heart and soul of Louisville.
Louisville's got a lot to offer, a lot of the big city feel, but it also has a small city vibe. It's just a great city, and it's been very supportive.
My favorite part is the people.
Satisfying what their needs is our top priority. Cox's and Evergreen are Louisville's neighborhood liquor store. Visit our website, coxeslouisville.com.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Lang. When Matthew McConaughey plays you in a movie, as he did me in 2005's Two for the Money, you have to maintain a certain image. That's hard to do when you're going bald. I needed to do something, and it needed to be done fast. Parsley Waldman's Hair Center came to the rescue. Louisville and the Midwest Premier Hair Treatment Center not only gave me my hair back, but my self-confidence as well. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out how you can start your journey back to a full head of hair today. I can tell you firsthand, from the minute you walk in the door to the time you leave, you are treated as if you were in a 5-star hotel. And now that it's been a year since my surgery, I look back at pictures from a couple years ago. I don't even look like the same person. The procedure was an amazing success, and it has totally reframed my face. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how you can get your hair back today. Visit hairsurgery.com. That's hairsurgery.com. And tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
Here's exciting news from Genesis Diamonds. You no longer have to wait years on a wait list for the luxury watch you want. We have it. We've just introduced our all-new luxury pre-owned Rolex collection, the largest and best selection of luxury pre-owned Rolex timepieces in Kentucky. Over the past few months, we've sourced the country to find the best, most pristine, hard-to-get luxury pre-owned Rolexes, Submariners, Hulks, Batmans, Daytonas, Pepsis, and more. And next weekend, August 6th, 7th, and 8th, Genesis is hosting our first ever exclusive luxury pre-owned Rolex event. Your chance to get the luxury pre-owned Rolex of your dreams with special financing. Imagine a pre-owned Air King for just $199 a month, or an extremely rare two-tone Daytona for less than $460 a month. Also for this event, our buyers are on site offering top dollar for your luxury pre-owned Rolex trade-in. Come see Genesis' all-new selection of certified luxury pre-owned Rolex watches in Kentucky, August 6th, 7th, and 8th at Genesis Diamonds, your new home for luxury pre-owned Rolexes.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Prescription products require an online consultation. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
Think you might have ED? Not sure? Well, we'd like to let you in on a little secret. ED is common. About 40% of men experience ED by age 40, but the solution is simple. Find it at 4hims.com.
I didn't have to talk to a doctor in person. There was no copay, and the medication was shipped right to my door in discreet packaging.
Hims took care of it, fast and easy. Now our love life is better than ever.
Get access to doctors online who can prescribe you FDA-approved ED medication if appropriate. The same active ingredient as name brands, but 90% cheaper. Skip the waiting rooms and pharmacy lines. Get a free medical consultation and rise to the occasion or your money back. Go to 4hims.com/radio to get your first visit free. No copay required. The only way to get this special offer is to go to 4hims.com/radio. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Two, one. Thank you.
Okay. You haven't missed anything, you two. I watched the video last night and I made a big life decision for this year's team going forward. I decided there would not be a group of babies anymore because I'm watching them and I'm
so
going,
we retired that name.
Yeah, and I'm going, they're not babies. Well, for this team, each team's different.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? We may lose in the state of college basketball. We may lose this whole team and have the youngest team in the country next year. I mean, like, yeah, my babies again. But for next year, they're not babies. I watch them and I go, these aren't babies. I'm like, these are men. You know, like okay. But I am adopting. It's not even adopting. Because I'm not adopting. I feel like I've birthed this one. Yeah, this is mine.
Okay.
And he's got. Here's the thing.
So this is not shared. You're removing someone from the list that you're saying myself and Brian Hall are not going to be able to claim any kind of sponsorship of this kid.
No, he is my NIL. He's my responsibility. I'm taking full responsibility for him when he sucks. If he sucks in certain games, blame me. Okay, but when he's great, shower me with praise. Okay, I'm going to be proud. I'm going to get angry with him, but I'm never going to give up on him. Okay, that's
what's important.
And that's what I'm doing with this. Other guys, I may just go, I'm done with them. Sit him on the bench. I'm done. I'm out. Sit him out.
This one you're not going to give up on.
Won't. This one I won't. I listen to my new son, my new baby that I'm bringing into the family. I listened to him last night say something, a couple things, and I've been watching. And your boy may have saw a little extra stuff too, but which I haven't even talked to you about yet.
Fair enough.
So lots went into this. Talk to people.
So it's not a rash decision.
But when I heard my new baby get on that thing last night and say, and I've brought his quotes up before, but he said, well, yeah, I mean, of course I was the number one pick. I mean, I would be the number one pick if we played any sport. And
this is so selfish what you're doing.
And I said,
this is so selfish what you're doing. I don't know. I don't know. Brian, God. People's court music. People's court music.
And I said, oh God. When
I don't know.
Listen, when this baby.
Oh no, Steve.
When this baby.
Oh no.
Just clearly said,
no,
I'm the best athlete on this team.
Oh no.
In every form.
No.
It's just it was immediately brought in that yes, he's mine.
No,
I took him already.
No,
I set it up. You should have. Hey, I gave you a chance. Remember in the break? The break, you was like, no, I don't even want to know.
Do you realize what he's doing right now, right?
I know.
Go ahead and say his name.
I have now brought into my family.
No.
Elbert Ellis.
No.
Who is now mine.
No.
He's mine. I took him. He's mine. Boom. Over. See, that cough is God not letting you have him.
No.
Even the sports gods have spoken. And Ellis is mine.
No.
He's mine.
No.
He's mine.
No, Steve.
He's mine.
That is.
It's done over.
No.
I already signed.
Listen. Okay.
This is Judge. Thank you.
Midday docket.
Thank you.
8422976.
Yep.
The people versus Steve Rummage for unlawful adoption.
He's mine. It's over.
He's the number one point guard in junior college, Steve. You cannot take the number one junior college point guard as soon as he gets on campus. Of course, he's awesome.
It's a good texter. You can have visitation. That's a good text.
No,
Judge, could he have some?
No,
I'll allow weekends.
No, because see, Brian,
on weekend games,
and listen,
he can help.
Steve is already threatened. Even during the 3-on-3, we can't pick him up first.
Listen,
and the 3-on-3,
he's mine. He doesn't get that.
We play outdoors. The 3-on-3, like Steve, this is no.
Are you scared of my baby?
No, listen.
Y'all scared of my baby?
No, you don't get that. That's like Kofi Coburn coming to Louisville. You're saying, oh, he's fine. No, he's community. we all get to love him the same. You don't get extra credit extra love and extra consideration for L. Ellis.
I will consider visitation rights.
No.
But that's it.
Okay.
I already signed the papers. He's mine.
I need the listeners to know right now. Steve is trying to say he wants y'all to say you called it, Steve, for the rest of the year whenever L. Ellis does anything good or has great games. Y'all hear what he's doing? Like, he's literally taking the point guard with the most potential upside, physically, speed, like he's trying to remove him from anybody saying, oh yeah, I thought Ellis was gonna be good. He expects you to say, like, he scouted him out. Steve expects you to say, yeah, man, Steve, you were right about L. Ellis. No, the whole country knew L. Ellis is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
You cannot do that, Steve.
I've already done it. It's already done.
This is
hey, there's plenty
with
of
Judge Webb.
There's plenty of other great guys on the team that you can have if
Judge,
you want.
Judge Webb works in family court, and I'm gonna get with him after the show.
Oh, that's fine.
And this is not
He'll
okay.
tell you how visitation works, and you can get it. You can have some holidays.
No,
do we get any holiday games?
No, I am. I don't know quite what the terminology is.
It's their world. They're just living in it. Yeah.
Where's my other camera?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know. You can't do that. I need a court interjection or something.
Let me just say,
no,
you're
Steve,
not taking away this beautiful dedication.
No,
I'm proud of him. His attitude is the best on the team. He's got a championship attitude. He's got a championship attitude, and good for him. And he's fine.
I rule in favor of the people.
Oh, well, that's fine, but you're not the judge. I'm talking to the judge.
Brian, the people are the judge. What do you think the people are saying? We cannot let Steve claim L. Ellis already.
I don't think you can. You're not in a 3-on-3. I mean, the 3-on-3 is fair game. I mean, what do you say? You pick in third, and then you're like, oh yeah, you guys can't take L. Ellis.
See, Brian doesn't even object though. Brian's just saying the 3-on-3. I can concede that. I'll concede that.
No, Brian.
Yep. So see, Brian by his own admission. So it's done. It's 2 out of 3. It's already done.
Brian, he's gonna spend the whole. Do you realize
it's done?
We're gonna get more dunks out of L. Ellis than anybody on the team, probably, because he's gonna be out in transition.
Baby E is what I would prefer you call him. Thank you.
No.
So he's a baby still, though he's a junior.
No, Steve's
my baby.
Steve's just looking for the right.
My baby is a sophomore, sir.
That's right.
Yeah.
No. Texters, audience, y'all better do something now.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be unbearable.
Somebody said, all hail King Steve. Adoption stamped. Gavel heard. Congratulations, Dad.
Good.
Somebody said, congratulations, Steve.
You were over there texting people like, I need y'all. Hey, I need y'all to really text in.
Somebody said you can have Gabe. Congratulations on your new baby. Thank you all. I appreciate y'all.
I can't believe y'all did this to me.
Thank you so much.
I can't believe y'all doing this to me today.
It's gonna be awesome. So I'm looking forward to a great year with him. And you know it's coming, and I know this is why it hurts you so bad, is because you've watched him and you've heard these things that he's saying, and you know I'm right. You know I'm right. So I said, Steve got him. Game over.
Well, Steve,
love baby E. Easy E. I'll call him Easy E.
The thing is we really want you to be annoying about mid-season because L. Ellis is doing so well, and you're rubbing it in our face, and we're like, you know what?
Because he's a good. Like you're supposed. Listen,
somebody said, Steve, you are the father.
Listen, adoptions don't work like that. Like adoptions.
No, it's not adoptions. He has my DNA. He's mine. We're cut from the same cloth, Marcus. I noticed this in him. I said, wow, he says things I would say. Like, yes, I'm the number one pick. I'd be the number one pick if we were playing checkers. He literally said that. He's like, no, I would be the number one pick. It wouldn't matter what we were playing. I'm best out here at everything. Like, I'm the man.
E nice.
Yeah. Maven, you didn't adopt David. Or somebody said, didn't you adopt David? So I don't know why I said it that way. Yes. So, no, L's mine.
I adopted David as a junior in high school.
Oh, God. A four French 5-star player. Wow. You really went on a limb with David. 6'5" point guard with a 7'2" wingspan. Like he was totally not going to make it. This guy was out here telling Coach Mack as a junior, yeah, I'm only going to be at college for 2 years. Like,
no, I meant how long you.
Ellis a bigger stretch than David. Like, come on.
Did somebody say that?
Somebody said Marcus needs to grab the new and improved Sam Williams. Like, he can. That's fine. I've already got my baby. I'm not. Marcus, you should expect no less. Congrats, Steve. Thank you. Take your silver. Take your silver on this. You got beat to the punch. You got beat to the punch on this one.
I don't know about this one. I mean, the people seem to be letting this. You know what?
At least say you agree with me. Did you watch the video? Let's get to that really quick.
Yes,
let's
I
get
watched
to
the
that
video,
really quick.
Steve. Yes,
you watched
right.
the video last night.
What do you want me to say? You're right.
I know,
Steve.
and he was.
I saw it.
It was beautiful.
He had some swag to him.
He does.
He has some expectations in his life.
He does. He expects to be great.
Yeah, he has a little bit of that. I can't go home.
I know. 6'3".
I told you he only smiled one time in the whole last video.
I know.
And that was when he was talking to Ross McMahon.
I know.
That's probably his only friend on the team.
I know. It was awesome. And the other thing he said was that I really liked was, I think it was him, was talking about Diener's call.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
And he was like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care if he literally said,
yeah,
I don't care if he's 5, 7, 12, 14. You come out here. He said, you play. You
repeat
come
what
out
you
here to play. You're out.
Listen, y'all. And you can pull that down, Brian, because I obviously lost this case. Here's the thing. Steve didn't do that justice, y'all. You could hear the seriousness in his voice when he said, I don't care. So I don't care who it is. If they're 5 years old, if they're 7, if you out, you out.
Yeah.
And we're playing to win. L, that kid was 7. And L, I don't care.
Yeah.
He put on cleats just like the rest of us.
Right.
Strap up.
Yeah.
We out here to win.
Right.
Golly. Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I heard it. I did hear it in the video. Brian, you never said which Olympic sport you should have signed up for to dominate. I'm a little disappointed about this Ellis situation. I can't lie. It's caught me off guard.
I don't know. I mean,
go ahead.
Throw me on the volleyball team, of course. I'm signing up. I'm good to go. Got experience.
I like that.
Texas says, I better hurry up and pick Curry.
Ooh.
I'm not getting pushed into a rash decision because y'all let Steve get away with this.
I know.
Y'all let Steve get away with this.
It was a beautiful thing that, listen, I mean, I even set it up early. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all supported this too.
That's perfect. Somebody said
Montrez is out here breaking glasses. Get him in my locker room, Coach Mack. Isn't his sentence over?
Who's?
Montrez.
I know. Did you see Trey? Yeah.
God,
Trez. Yeah,
listen.
Right. Golly.
Vince. Mr. Tyree.
Yeah.
I don't know the date. It's January, ain't it?
Yeah, I think.
I want a Midnight Madness welcome home Montrez event. But you know what? No, because that's giving the NCAA too much respect. You can come home right now. I don't care. Stick 2 more years on us after we bring Montrez home.
I know.
Is it in January?
I think so. I was trying to look it up.
We need Trez back here now.
Yeah.
Y'all see him?
I forgot they even put a date on it.
Yeah, it was like something crazy.
Yeah, I remember we were sitting down at the game, Steve, and we were asking about it. I guess when he was at the game, we were talking about it.
Texter says, sounds like you were a tad slow, Marcus. So I said, where's this video? You can find it on Twitter, Facebook.
Of the team?
Yeah.
or Montrez?
The team. Oh, the video. Oh, maybe the Trez.
Well, I retweeted it.
Trez Sports Center put it out.
Really?
Yeah.
He needs to teach them how to get your momentum just like that. Golly. Teach them. Montrez uses the ball to propel himself up in that motion. You see how he bends and he puts his head down and uncorks his body exactly how a jumper should. That's why we're losing in the Olympics, because y'all are letting yourselves, you're losing basketball because you don't want to finish. You want to either get a clear lane or kick it out. Have you watched these guys be under the rim and then throw it back out to somebody else for a three-pointer? These young punks are literally under the rim. 6'3", 6'4". It's a 7-footer sitting under the basket. And back in my day, a 7-footer flat foot under the basket, and I got full speed, and these young punks are kicking it out to three-point shooters instead of going up and dunking on these two dudes.
By the way, I tagged you. So hashtag proud dad post.
So somebody needs to make sure you explain to Ellis that this is a thing we do. I
don't want him to know.
I don't want him reading it.
I don't want him to know. No, I don't want him to know. He just thinks there's a radio guy out here that thinks he's his father. That's all I want him to know.
Hey Ellis, who's your daddy?
Yeah, you got to play, bro.
Don't. I don't want him to be confused about what's
Texter
going
says
on.
We were angry at him earlier in the offseason because we didn't see him working out like others. I was. But I quickly realized that he does, in fact, work out. It's like it didn't take long.
He's probably one of those 3 in the morning guys.
Yeah, it didn't take long to go, oh, yeah, he works out. So, we'll see.
Yeah, he probably does the Jordan out. I don't want anybody to know that I'm actually working out.
I love these texts, too. This is awesome. Somebody's just like, we need our banner back. It's like, the show's just 11:54. It's like, hey, y'all, we need that banner back.
That's how we all feel now, though.
Yeah.
Once we're literally watching incompetence on a daily basis in the NCAA. Like, think about that. Texas and Oklahoma just said all of a sudden, yeah, we're just going to SEC. I mean, like, come on, NCAA. Like, what are you doing now? What are we doing? Give me my banner back while you're at it.
Texter says, Roland saying UK is going to nix the Governor Cup. First off, who's Roland? Second question is,
or are they saying they're rolling and then just speak the text?
Maybe, but
like laughing.
Yeah, they probably will. They probably would have to.
Yeah. Okay. So they're saying rolling.
If they went 10 conference games and they had Texas Oklahoma, they can't play Louisville. I mean, they're never going to make a bowl again. They're both.
They're saying no. You're wrong, Steve. That is your bowl.
Yeah. We got a bowl game against Texas. We're just calling it a bowl game. I don't know. We're just gonna give a ring.
No, you play Louisville. Yeah,
we were winning.
Yeah, Louisville is your bowl game.
Have Baby E put our banner back up. He might just decide he wants to do that. Somebody said no. Some UK reporter. That's BS. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, they might.
Now I got to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life. Brian, go ahead and play us out. Steve just undercut the whole Louisville fan base.